Hi chaps, I've done about 13 intros so far, and each one of them I thought, that's all very boring, it's all rather dull, and I'll probably never put it up on YouTube. So if this has made it, I'm not saying it's not going to be dull, but it might just be a bit better. So here's some fields and trees and a Honda Africa Twin in what should be, it's pretty good territory. So there it is, the gorgeous thing. Look at those colours, it's beautiful, and look at those tractor tyres. I got the dealer to fit some Continental Twin Duro tyres to really make sure it's an all-rounder, that I could come down these. This is a public byway, that I could come down these. So I've done about 70, 80 miles on the bike so far, and I love it. But then, as you know, I've said that about every bike I've ever had. So far though, I mean, I love the look of it. It's just very appealing. It's got a beautiful balance. It's just side to side, it's got a lovely poise to it. It reminds me very much of the first time I rode a Tiger 8, but it's got a little bit more punch, a nicer soundtrack, strangely, than the Triple, and better suspended than the Tiger. So, I mean, when I first rode the Tiger 8, I thought it was great, and I bought one. But yeah, I mean, when the sun hits these colours, it's gorgeous. So far then, I got it on Friday, I've managed to bodge on some Oxford grips, hot grips. The dealer wanted £500 for factory fitted grips. What? 500 quid? No thanks. So I've put some on, and yeah, I like it a lot. I've swapped basically then the CRF1000L and the multi-strider for this, because simply it's going to do all those things. The multi was about touring and long distance, the CRF was about off-road and commuting. This is so easy to ride that it's going to do my commute for me. It's going to do hopefully a bit of this. I'm going to get some bar rises, I think, hopefully a bit of this, and of course long distance. So I'm hoping, you know, it ticks a lot of the boxes. There were a couple of other bikes I was looking at, but this really, yeah, very pleased with it so far. It's very nimble, very light for its weight, feels very light, and it sounds pretty good too. So I'm just going to pop up this byway just to see how it copes and how it deals with this sort of terrain. I'm not going to be, you know, it's first go, so sounds quite nice, considering of course it's on stock exhaust. So here we go. This is quite a nice, easy, kind of gravelly byway. Standing up feels, you can feel the weight of it, I'm not saying you can't, but it's knees nicely. There's a nice sort of place in the tank for your knees. I've just remembered actually I've got the traction control on, and I shouldn't. I'll just have a piss about with that actually. And drop the truck, mind you, we're not on any serious terrain here. But so far, all I'm noticing is the fact that I could do with it. So traction control, you change here, so you've got a little lever here. It's on 3 bars at the moment, down to 2 and down to 1, so I'll put it on minimum. You can turn it off, I think, if you, there we are, so the traction control's off. Let's see, my dark visor one of course, looking badass on the highways and byways. So I've got the proper tyres on, so, and this is not the DCT model. So far, yeah, feels pretty good. the nice thing about it is that the power comes in a very linear way, so it feels rather. The suspension's doing a good job. The power comes in a very linear way, so you're not worried about it kind of, you know, as I would be on something with 150, 160 brake horse. But so far, I mean, even without bar rises for me, and I'm 6'4", feels pretty good. It's got an excellent turning circle, the bike. It really has. Probably tell I'm a bit nervous here. It's the first time off-road and the bike's done about 50 miles. It comes standard with the bash plate. It's really dealing with the potholes and things quite nicely. I think at moments like this you think that the DCT model would be very handy, not having to worry about the clutch and brake. So yeah, I think I'm in second gear here. It's dealing with this terrain very well, but I mean this is pretty straightforward stuff. Get into get a bit more mucky here. But these tyres are good. I think I know where I am. Oh, and it's so mucky already. Yeah. This is CRF territory. So let's just try standing up and... Yep, I've got the wrong boots on, by the way, for this. I didn't think I'd be doing this. But so far the tyres are coping very well. I mean, certainly on the little CRF, you know, you wouldn't be so bothered about or worried about these things so much because of the size, you know, and the value, of course. If you drop it, you're alright, aren't you? But so far, I've ordered some bar ends, and I've also ordered a Remus can for it to just make this sound a little bit fruitier. But so far, I mean, I think that, you know, the nice thing is that it's pretty tame. Oh, that's hard. The nice thing is that it's pretty tame as a introduction to this sort of bigger bike going off-road. And here we are, back on the road. So now I can just toggle that, hold in the traction control back to full, hold in ABS, and we're back on. Well, that's pretty simple, isn't it? There's no scrolling through menus. Let's have a look at the bike, see what I've done to it. Shit, I forgot the top box. Oh dear. What have you done, Crumble? Let's take a photo. One for the scrapbook. First time off-road. Got to be done on it. Yeah, I think the bar's in a better position. So with some bar risers, proper boots, take the rubber off the foot pegs, of course. You know, it will feel like a proper all-rounder. But that is the nice thing about having proper tyres on it. I mean, it sounds great, this bike. And then you can do this. That, you know, that's the idea, that you can tour and chuck it through these bends on these back roads, commute on the ring road in Nottingham, and then do a bit of that. So yeah, haven't done many vids recently, chaps. Apologise for that, lost a bit of enthusiasm, motivation, but I'll try and keep up with the Africa Twin adventures and keep you abreast of things. Alright people, peace out.